This summer, domestic airfares in India are set to rise by 20 to 25% due to factors like Vistara's flight cancellations and soaring travel demand. With peak travel season looming, airlines struggle to match capacity with demand, resorting to larger aircraft on domestic routes. Vistara's pilot shortage has led to a 10% capacity cut, compounding industry woes after Go First's bankruptcy and Indigo's grounded planes. Spot fares surged up to 39% on select routes in early April, signaling a challenging time for travelers. Today's next news is ISRO Chairman S. Somanath provides insights into India's Chandrayaan-4 mission, emphasizing its significance in advancing lunar exploration. With a commitment to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's lunar landing target by the early 2040s, ISRO underscores continuous progress in space research and technology development. Chandrayaan-4 aims to retrieve rocks and soil from the moon, positioning India as the fourth nation globally with this capability. Today's next news is, in 2023 to 2024, the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, MoRTH, achieved a remarkable feat by constructing 12,349 kilometers of national highways, marking the second highest in its history. This accomplishment follows closely behind the record-breaking 13,327 kilometers constructed in 2020-21. Additionally, MoRTH awarded 8,581 national highway projects during this period. Furthermore, the government initiated a pioneering pilot project aimed at providing cashless treatment to road accident victims, offering up to 1.5 lakh rupees for medical expenses. Today's next news is, in an exclusive interview with News 18, senior Congress leader Sachin Pilot endorses India's tough stance against terrorism in Pakistan, while hinting at support for similar measures on the Indo-China border. Pilot asserts confidence in Congress prospects in Rajasthan for the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, citing improved campaigns and candidates. He defends the candidacy of Ashok Gehlot's son and criticizes BJP's polarizing rhetoric. Pilot also addresses speculation about his role in state polls, emphasizing unity within the party and Rahul Gandhi's active involvement. Today's next news is, a Delhi court has directed Aam Aadmi Party MLA Amanatullah Khan to appear before it on April 20 in response to an Enforcement Directorate application. The Enforcement Directorate alleges Khan evaded summons in a money laundering case linked to illegal recruitment by the Delhi Waqf Board. Khan, accused of acquiring proceeds of crime through illegal recruitment, faces intensified scrutiny as he transitions from a witness to an accused. The case, stemming from CBI and Delhi police complaints, involves allegations of illegitimate gains and misuse of Waqf Board properties. Today's next news is, the Indian government has named economist Manoj Panda as a full-time member of the 16th Finance Commission, chaired by Arvind Pandaria. The commission comprises 4 members, including former Expenditure Secretary Ajay Narayan Jha, retired bureaucrat Annie George Mathew, and SBI Group Chief Economic Advisor Soumya Kanti Ghosh. Panda's appointment follows the withdrawal of Niranjan Rajadhyaksha from the commission due to personal reasons. The commission's first meeting took place on February 14, marking significant developments in India's financial governance. Today's next news is, India is considering allowing sugar mills to utilize more sweetener for ethanol production, potentially adding 800,000 tons to the current allocation. This move aims to manage surplus sugar and reduce export restrictions, supporting global prices. However, it dampens industry hopes for increased exports this season. Government representatives have not yet commented on the proposal. Today's next news is, India experiences a surge in coal usage following a significant decline in hydropower output, with power demands rising and potential blackouts looming during the upcoming hot season and elections. Coal's contribution to power output has spiked to 77%, compensating for hydropower shortfalls. The shortfall in hydropower is attributed to inadequate rainfall last year, prompting reliance on normal monsoons for recovery. However, as coal demand escalates, stockpiles dwindle, posing challenges for the nation's energy stability. Today's next news is: explore the transformation of Omkareshwar, Madhya Pradesh, into a beacon of green energy with the construction of the world's largest floating solar plant. Expected to generate 600 megawatts of clean energy, surpassing Norway's most controversial hydropower plant fourfold. This project signifies India's leadership in sustainable development. Witness the collaborative efforts of companies like L&T and Hartech Solar as they shape India's green future along the sacred Narmada River, while also planning innovative pumped storage hydropower solutions. Today's next news is: Skymet, a private weather forecasting agency, predicts a normal monsoon for India in 2024, offering respite after forecasts of increased heat waves. Monsoon rains are expected to reach 102% of the long period average, vital for the agricultural sector. In contrast, the Indian Meteorological Department anticipates heightened heat waves in the April to June period, potentially impacting various regions. The monsoon's reliability is crucial for approximately half of India's farmland, heavily reliant on seasonal rains for crops like rice, corn, and cotton. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and ring the notification bell to stay updated. Your support means the world to us. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. And until next time, stay curious and keep exploring. See you in the next video.